A little over a week later, and you can see our squash are now starting to sprout. And as you can also not tell, I don't know if it was the cut or non-cut seeds that sprouted first. Just came in one day and I started seeing sprouts. And we're missing one hole here. If you don't remember last year, or actually I don't think I even told you, last time I grew squash, I actually only had 3 out of 4 I originally planted develop into a full bush. I'm not trying to have that again, so we'll see if I have to transplant one of these seedlings over, if that's even possible, because I do want 4 bushes this year. But it does seem like something about viability is confirmed because, yeah, it took a little bit over a week, even with the trim seeds. So, yeah, not as quick as last year. So, viability is something I gotta keep in mind here because, yeah, not even all the seeds are sprouted too. So, yeah, the viability of seeds is something you gotta look out for. Seems like a decrease in quality happens just even after a year of buying a seed packet and it expires. Moving over to our bigger bed, you can see all our watermelon seedlings are starting to about to be the same size still. But if you look closely, the true leaves are starting to develop more. That's nice to see at least. But what's not so nice is if you look closely, this one has a little bit of sunburnt damage, and I think there's actually some pest damage going on this one. So, to solve that, you remember my last short, I talked about how to make a pesticide completely organic out of neem oil. This is it right here. We just turn it onto spray mode. It's evening time, so just bam, just like that. Just to make sure we aren't having any type of pest damage occurring with any of our watermelons, okay? Not even messing around. Not sure if my corn's supposed to be growing this tall. Could be a sign of legginess, not sure. But with all these leaves looking very similar, it presents another issue. See, our corn looks like it's really needing the spray, so there you go. And they just seem to be getting a little bit bigger. One issue though, again, is I cannot tell what's the difference between the Cody Ellens and the actual true leaves, man. So what I think I'm gonna do is just wait till I see 4 true leaves coming out like this one. I actually think there's a lot of sprouts here. But yeah, I think we're just gonna wait till we see 4 of these little leaves here to say that it's developed true leaves so that we can thin them out, because the idea of waiting to thin is just to make sure, like early on, look, before this had no problems, but now it's developing problems. So if there was another seedling that was sprouted, I would have gone with the other one that was looking more perfect. But considering this is only one, yeah, that's a different case. But yeah, just spray all these, because some of them, if you look closely, actually are getting a little sunburnt damage, while others are getting like rust damage, bites. Yeah, pests are starting to show up, bro. They're up. So yeah, keeping that in mind, but also spraying them in mind. Might also need to use shade cloth too. If you look closely, some of the roots are connected within other pellets, so removing them to transplant is going to be a very challenging and interesting process, because I know I heard some say corn has a really sensitive taproot that you don't want to disturb when transplanting. So let's see how it happens when it's disturbed, huh?